So when I first came to Salzburg, I was excited for the opportunity to work with this club. I'd followed this club since I'd been in New York. I'd known some of the people here. And so I was just really excited to get my first opportunity to be a head coach in Europe at a club like this. Then obviously with the big season of Champions League, we were all very excited and hopeful that we could put together a good team. And then, there were a lot of questions, even internally, how good could this team be? We felt that we had a strong group, and even though we lost a lot of good players, that the new team was going to be very good. But I think, even to our high expectations, the team has done better than we hoped. Yeah, I think for me, it's about our team. It's always about trying to wrap my mind around how to help our guys step on the field, go after the game 100% and give everything they have. And I think a big message before the game will be we have nothing to lose, right? We've locked into our Europa League spot. That was one of our goals, to at least achieve that in Europe this year. And, to play at home against a team like Liverpool with a chance to move on, I want to make sure that whatever happens in the game that we can look back and go, we gave it everything we had. So that'll be our focus. And I think that's, with the city, with the club, with our team, in every way, everybody's so excited, but we just have to have concentration and focus to go out there and play like us. Well, I think more than anything, what's helped us have success in this tournament is that we have now a bunch of experiences, and we talked about that before the second Genk game, that we're not just a new Champions League team anymore, that from playing Chelsea and Real Madrid in our Vorbereitung, and then now playing in 4 Champions League games, now 5, that we know what to expect, that we know what we are, we know what the game will require. And I think that at home especially, even though it's Liverpool, we can take those experiences and make sure that they make us better, and that we know that we're prepared. We know what to expect, and that we know we can be successful. That's so key for us, is to not be nervous, not be afraid, but to know that we belong here, to know that we're good enough, and to know that we can win. Well, for me, Fabinho is one of their most important players. His ability to control the game with and without the ball and understand moments of the game is what makes them partly so good. But they've played without him a lot. They played without him last year in Champions League. In fact, the last game against Napoli, Henderson played in his spot, and they played with Milner and Wijnaldum. So they've been in this situation before without Fabinho. They have so many good, quality, experienced players that I don't expect them to miss him too much, but certainly he's a key player for them. This halftime speech has become a big talking point, I think, publicly, but internally I don't think it's much of anything. And what was most important in that game, in that moment, was that we understood how we could play better. And that's always been the focus for us here. So I think our guys are clear. They're clear as to what this game's going to require, and it's just about now a little bit of a tactical plan and a little bit of an understanding is what we want to achieve on the day. But our guys are ready. Yeah, Jürgen Klopp is probably the best coach in the world right now. I think you can fairly say that, the way that his team's performing and the history he has in the game and the way that he's had success in Germany and in England. So yeah, and trying to match up against his team is not so easy for us, especially when you talk about the talent that he has on the pitch. But so what? We're going to play the game, and it's going to be more about the two teams than it is the two coaches. So I think what'll be important is just that our team fully understands what the game will require, and that we're ready on the day. For me, it would not mean anything more to beat Jürgen Klopp. It would mean a lot more for our team to be successful against this team, against Liverpool, against his team. That's the focus. I don't get too much into ego-driven personal relationships. It's always going to be about our team and how good is our team on the day and how prepared are they. That's my role. We've played Napoli, and we know how good Napoli is, especially at their place. We were really lucky to get a point out of that game. So, I expect Napoli to be at their very best and to find a way to manage this game. And in the end, what only matters is if we win, we're in. Regardless of the result in Napoli, if we win, we're in the knockout phase. So that'll be our focus, is entirely on this game. In Italy, football is such a part of the culture, And so when there's little rumblings or difficulties within a team, it winds up being an effect on the entire city and in the entire country. So yeah, Napoli's experiencing some tough results in the league, but that's a good team, you know, and they are very experienced. They're very good with the ball. They're very smart against the ball. What a challenge playing against that team twice this year. And directly after the game, I said, I'm so happy that we don't have to play them again. So, you know, but who knows? Maybe if we can survive and get to the knockout phase, we do wind up seeing them again. That would be a great thing.